Good morning and welcome to Hofstra University's beginning of the 2009-2010 academic year Convocation. A convocation is an assembly of persons, and this assembly is dedicated to welcoming you, our new undergraduate students, commuter as well as resident, and freshmen as well as transfer students. Our program today begins with the invocation delivered by Rabbi Meir Middleman, a member of the university's Board of Chaplains. Will the audience please turn off your cell phones, stand for the invocation, and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem and the first stanza of the Hofstra alma mater, both led by Jared Berry, class of 2010. The words to the Hofstra alma mater are in your program, and everyone is encouraged to join in.
Merciful God, we stand before you on this glorious day to mark the beginning of the new academic year and welcome our first-year students. Bestow your goodness upon our great university's faculty, staff, administration, and trustees, and help us all infuse our students with a passion for learning and growth. Grant your special blessing to these students about to embark on their exciting journey at Hofstra University. As they stand on the threshold of a challenging new adventure in life, may they be inspired by the words of George Bernard Shaw, so often quoted by Robert F. Kennedy. Some people see things as they are and say why. I dream things that never were and say why not. May these students have the wisdom and vision to dream dreams of broadening their minds and hearts and realizing their potential. Dreams of doing their share as God's partners of healing a fractured world, and dreams of enhancing the dignity and well-being of all people. With your help, together with their perseverance and patience, may the dreams of these and all our students be fulfilled. And may it be your will, merciful God, that they always bask in the blessings of health, happiness, and peace. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? O Hofstra, to honor thy name we foregather, rejoicing in voicing thy praises anew. By thee we are guided, from counsel provided. Sustain us with thy strength in the paths we pursue.
Please be seated. My name is Herman Berliner, and I have the privilege of serving as Hofstra's Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, and also as Professor of Economics. The Provost is the person who serves as the university's Chief Academic Officer and has the responsibility for all the schools, colleges, and educational programs on the campus. I also have the pleasure today of serving as Master of Ceremonies. Our university is headed by our President, Stuart Rabinowitz, who has been at Hofstra for over 30 years. President Rabinowitz, a professor of law and former dean of our law school, oversees all aspects and all areas of the university. President Rabinowitz will be delivering the Convocation address later in our program. Hofstra University was founded in 1935. When we opened our doors, we had one building, Hofstra Hall, 500 full-time students, and less than 20 faculty. Today, we have 13,000 students, 500 full-time faculty, and 120 buildings. At our opening, we were Hofstra College. Today, we are Hofstra University. The heart of Hofstra University is its faculty, and as a faculty, our highest priority is excellence in teaching. 500 full-time faculty, complemented by experienced adjunct faculty, provide the Hofstra education of which we are so justly proud. Will all the faculty who have joined us today please stand? Thank you. Among our faculty are Fulbright Scholars, National Endowment for the Humanities Fellowship recipients, Guggenheim Fellows, an Emmy winner, leading scholars, and textbook authors. What unites them, no matter their field, is their commitment to providing you with a challenging and exciting educational experience. Our faculty are organized based on the discipline of their expertise into the colleges and schools of Hofstra University. These colleges and schools are the Hofstra College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, New College, the Frank G. Zarb School of Business, the School of Communication, the School of Education, Health, and Human Services, the School of Law, the School for University Studies, Honors College, and the Library, and now the Medical School. These schools and colleges encompass our over 140 academic undergraduate programs that you will be able to choose from. Each school or college is headed by a dean, and the deans are identified in your program. Will the deans please stand to be recognized? Thank you. There are many other important areas of the university that support, enhance, and complement your classroom experience. Each of these important areas is headed by a vice president, and the vice presidents are also identified in your program. Will the vice presidents please stand to be recognized? We are all here to support you, our students. And now to give you an opportunity to hear from a student leader, it's my pleasure to introduce our Student Government Association President, Sean Hutchinson, class of 2010. Sean is from the island of Jamaica. He moved to Brooklyn, New York at the age of 9, and now is in his senior year at Hofstra and is majoring in marketing. Sean Hutchinson.
I would first like to thank President Rabinowitz, Provost Berliner, administrators, and members of the faculty. Most importantly, welcome, class of 2013. I look forward to working with you as your student government president to maintain the spirit of growth, change, and passion as this university as it is ever evolving. I hope that when you look back on your first year, it will be a year of growth. For many of you, this will be your first year away from home, and contrary to popular belief, it'll be okay. You will develop each and every day over the next 4 years, and also will be a year of learning. Many of you will experience your first all-nighter, and just then will you begin to understand the feeling of community in this great collegiate atmosphere. Knowledge will be gained in your interactions in the classroom, the hallways, in the morning, and yes, in the very early mornings. Lastly, you'll laugh. You'll embark on your first road trip, or have a funny moment in the student center, or just feel the warmth of the friendships that you've created that will last you a lifetime. United as Hofstra students, connected by your desire to succeed and make a difference. but never forget to laugh, and laugh a lot. It's good for you. Before you know it, graduation day will be here, and you will listen for your name to be called as you walk across the stage. It will undoubtedly be one of the proudest moments of your life. But while on your journey to that point in time, I would like to leave you with a quote from an anonymous writer. I hope it will inspire you to create your own legacy here at Hofstra. I may be here for a short while, gone tomorrow into oblivion, or until the days come to take me away. But in whatever part you play, be remembered as a part of a legacy of sharing dreams and changing humanity for the better. It's that legacy that never dies. Thank you, and welcome to Hofstra University, class of 2013.
As I've said before and strongly believe, the faculty is the heart of Hofstra University. On our stage are two of our faculty leaders. The speaker of our faculty is Gregory M. Maney, Associate Professor of Sociology. He's joined on stage by William F. Nyrode, Associate Professor of Chemistry and Chair of our University Senate Executive Committee, which includes representatives of the faculty, student staff, and university administration. The Senate is an integral part of university governance. To deliver the faculty welcome, I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Greg Maney.
Good morning. On behalf of the faculty, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to your university. Now is the time. Now is the time to question everything you thought you knew about yourself. It's the time to question everything that other people, myself included, think that we know. It's the time for you to cross borders, to bridge divides, and to diversify your circle of friends. It's the time for you to try new things, to explore your limitless potential. It's the time for you to have long conversations throughout the day and well into the night. So now is your time. The faculty here at Hofstra want to help you to make the most of your time here. So we encourage you to read what we assign you. I repeat, read what we assign you. To participate actively in class discussions and to come to see us during office hours. We hope that your experiences here at Hofstra exceed your expectations. Good luck to the class of 2013.
It's now my pleasure and privilege to formally introduce the person who leads our community, the president of Hofstra University, who will deliver the convocation address, President Stuart Rabinowitz.
What Professor Maney really wanted to say but didn't was, it's your time to picket the president's office. But I am absolutely delighted. Can you hear me now? That sounds like a commercial. Can you hear me okay? I am delighted to be able to welcome our new students to Hofstra University. I've already had a great opportunity to chat with many of you and your families in a more informal setting last week during Welcome Week. And I hope that you have enjoyed your weekend here and have begun to settle into, your new life at Hofstra. Indeed, I hope you've made friends already of your classmates, some of whom hopefully may well become lifelong friends. This morning event is different from last week's. Obviously, it's more formal. This is a formal convocation. And the way you know that is the faculty and the administration who are here this morning are resplendent in our full academic regalia. We're in robes. Although I notice this year the faculty is not as colorful in their robes as they usually are, but you look beautiful anyway. We also have a grand marshal for this event who carries a ceremonial mace. So some people might ask, why are we all dressed up? Some might, we all think that we look a lot more learned in these outfits than our regular attire. But the real reason we engage in all of this pomp is to emphasize that your first day of classes here marks an extraordinary event, both for Hofstra University and for every single new student in this auditorium. For us, it signifies the beginning of a new academic year and a new class of incredibly qualified students for us to teach and for us to mentor. We are absolutely delighted that you have chosen Hofstra University. By every single objective measure, you are the most highly accomplished and the most diverse class of new students in the very proud history of this great university. As you have already heard, your presence on our campus this morning inspires us. It energizes us. And there is not one member of the faculty or the administration who is here, not one of us, has any doubts about your ability to succeed here. We know that you will. For you, we hope this formal ceremony serves as a symbolic rite of passage, that it serves to emphasize what Professor Maney told you about, that you are entering a new stage in your life. We are jealous of you, for you are about to embark upon one of the truly exciting and liberating adventures of life. Today you begin a great and lifelong journey of learning that will introduce you to new concepts and ideas and to worlds that you have not yet explored. These 4 years will be your time to discover who you are and who you want to become. There probably will never be another time like it in your life. There will never be another time when you will have so many resources, so many interests, so many new ideas and experience and friends and colleagues all in one place. As you have heard from the provost, Hofstra has a superb and dedicated faculty. It also has a caring administration and staff and a vibrant campus life. Hofstra has all you will need to make your college experience as rich and as full as you want it to be. We want your experience here to be all about realizing your aspirations and your dreams. And it is all here for your taking. Today is not just the beginning of your studies here, but rather the beginning of what we hope and we expect will be a lifelong connection to Hofstra University and to each other. We believe that a sense of belonging and connection to an institution that has a distinguished past and a limitless future, and that feelings of mutual respect and affection for and among others in our community are essential for you to realize a full and rich college experience. Indeed, we believe that learning to be a responsible and enthusiastic participant in this community is an essential element of your college education. We also know that many of you are feeling frightened this morning, or at least apprehensive. Most of you come through our gates knowing few people. Indeed, about a half of you are from states other than New York or countries other than the United States. Most importantly, for many of you, this is the first time you will have the ultimate responsibility for making your own decisions, personal decisions and educational decisions. We know this is the indispensable freedom of adulthood, and you now have it. As with all freedoms, we urge you to exercise it judiciously, and with full awareness of the consequences of your choices. We are here to help you. The faculty and the administration and the staff are here to provide guidance, direction, support, and advice. Your well-being is our life's work. I mean that. Your well-being is our life's work. Please ask for our advice. Please take our advice seriously. We want only for each of you to succeed and to thrive here. And when you do, and you will be exhilarated by knowing that your experience in education will most often lead you to make the right choices in your life. And that when you make the mistakes, and mistakes are inevitable, you will survive them and you will learn from them. And in the end, you will feel liberated by the knowledge that not only do you not want anyone else to direct your life, but you do not need anyone else to direct your life. This morning event also gives me an opportunity to give you some advance warning about some possible misconceptions that you might have about the nature of the educational experience that lies before you. First, and this is very common, first, we do not expect or even encourage you to come to us already having decided upon a specific vision of your future, or a specific vision of your occupation, or even a specific vision of your area of interest and concentration. College is your time to explore all of the possibilities. College is the time to enlarge your options, not to restrict them. The one thing that is absolutely certain about the future, we know that it will be significantly different than any of us can imagine today. And most of you, if not all of you, will change as well. Your career interests and your career paths will change many times, not only during your education at Hofstra, but most likely it will change many times even after your graduation. So why, in the midst of a rapidly changing world, and at the very beginning of our recovery from the deepest economic downturn since the Great Depression, why are we so confident that Hofstra can help you succeed, no matter what paths you may pursue in the future? I'll tell you what it's not. It's not because we will spend the next 4 years trying to stuff your heads with all the detailed information and knowledge you think you might need to immediately step into some particular occupation as it now exists, and in which you guess at this point in your life you might want to spend the rest of your lives. That would be short-sighted and futile. Rather, we are confident in your futures in large part because Hofstra is committed to the enduring values of a truly liberal educational program. A liberal arts and sciences education teaches you not just to amass new information, but to think critically, to analyze precisely, to communicate clearly, and to create new approaches. A liberal arts and sciences education puts the world in context, and it gives you the skills and the confidence you will need to adapt to a world that never stops changing. This is what we want you to discover at Hofstra. Passion in the pursuit of a solution. Curiosity in following up unanticipated avenues of learning. Persistence when the answers seem to be out of reach. And finally, the satisfaction of mastering a subject matter or a particular area. These passions and the curiosity and persistence, this is the very best preparation for any profession that you might ever wish to pursue. But here we also believe that living a good life involves more than earning a good living. Earning a good living is a very good thing. I'm not criticizing that. But living a full and rich life involves more than that. We think a liberal arts and sciences education will also prepare you to be better friends, better parents, better spouses, to be people who will know how to use leisure time, not just for their own entertainment, but to improve themselves and hopefully the world, and to be caring and compassionate men and women with a deep commitment to equal justice and to tolerance. As importantly, your Hofstra education will prepare you to be informed and active participants in the democratic process in this country and in this community, so that you can help your generation solve the challenges which face our country and our world in the 21st century. We will help you. We will offer you opportunities to become concerned citizens of the community, of the nation, and the world. We have tremendous confidence in the ability and the character of our students, including, of course, you, our newest class, the class of 2013. It's obvious that my generation has not provided the necessary solutions to the myriad of issues that confront us, but you have it within yourselves to solve these problems. In order to do so, you will need an excellent education, but you will also need the ability and the desire to influence how and by whom you are governed. That is why we created our Center for Civic Engagement, a Hofstra institution with which you will soon become familiar. That is why we applied for and were granted the privilege of hosting the final presidential debate held on October 15, 2008. That is why we are once again applying to host a presidential debate in 2012. And that is why we have created a program we call Define 09. We like the rhyme. We had Educate 08, Define 09. 010 is going to be a tough one. But Define 09, New Challenges and New Solutions. That is a rich program of lectures and symposia and conferences which focus on the important issues facing the nation and the administration in Washington. Define 09 will provide unique learning opportunities for our entire community, and I urge each of you to participate in at least some of them. Another misconception you might have coming in and beginning college is that your college classroom experience will be just like your high school classroom experience. It won't be. Our classrooms are places where both students and teachers enjoy important rights and also bear significant responsibility. And as Professor Maney pointed out, one of yours is to read the assignment. But professors must enjoy academic freedom, which permits teachers and scholars to express their ideas without fear of repression or reprisal. The classroom and the campus must be havens where controversial ideas can be explored freely and safely. Intellectual inquiry must be nourished and fostered. Intellectual curiosity must be satisfied. The university has to be a place where the exchange of ideas can flourish in an atmosphere of mutual respect. Although this is priceless, it is not without its costs. It is not always easy or comfortable to listen to something that is unfamiliar to you, or something that offends you, or with which you vehemently disagree. One needn't protect speech that everybody likes to hear. It means that sometimes you will hear things that will make you angry. But this unease is part of growth, of rethinking, of sorting through what is presented to you. You should respond not by trying to silence the views you oppose. You should respond by questioning, by probing, by debate, and thereby learn and enhance the learning of your classmates. The role of the faculty and the administration is neither to preach to you nor to convert you to a particular point of view. Our role is simply to better prepare you to arrive at your own conclusions. Lastly, I want to conclude my comments this morning by offering you some advice to help you take advantage of this time in your life at this special place. First, I repeat, wash your hands as often as possible. Now, you know I didn't just read last year's speech because that wasn't in there. So I added that. But let me get serious and talk about the advice. By far, most importantly, my advice to you is very, very simple, and that is to work very hard at your education. It is the very best insurance you can provide for yourself and for your future. Sure, there will be many occasions to laugh, for fun, for relaxation. But on balance, the investment you make here in sustained commitment and hard work will pay you high dividends in the future. Please don't be one of those people who look back someday on their years at college and say with regret, I wish I had taken my education more seriously. Take it seriously. Secondly, I urge you to aggressively seek out your education. Don't wait for it simply to come to you. Engage your professors and your peers. You will discover that they welcome that engagement. Ask questions. If you're confused about something, follow up on it. Delight in the pursuit of truth and knowledge. Seek out faculty mentors. Don't adopt highways, adopt faculty. They will help you. The faculty will help you. Not only will they help you succeed here, but they will help you succeed as mentors in whatever paths you may pursue after graduation. Try to step out of your educational comfort zone. Don't let fear of the unknown deter you from doing that. Take a course not because it's familiar or comfortable, but take a course because you think it'll expose you to new ideas and uncharted territories. Read one of the great books, even if it's not assigned in a course. Suspend your cynicism. And all high school seniors are cynical, we know that. But suspend it once you get here. And find pleasure in the world of ideas. That is the world you've entered, the world of ideas. Go to a campus concert or an art exhibition in the museum. And if you're really bold, you might even try to go to an opera. If all of this doesn't reflect your previous attitude towards your education, I have a simple response to you. Change it today. The great thing of making a new start and starting out with a clean slate, and that's what you were all doing today, is that you can reinvent yourself right now if you need to. So I urge each one of our new students to make a conscious decision right now to squeeze every last drop out of their years at Hofstra University. On behalf of the faculty and the administration and the staff, I welcome you to the university. I thank you for choosing us. And now it's time for you to go make your mark and enjoy the journey. Good luck on your adventure.